Hey guys, and thanks so much for joining me for another week of What's for Dinner. My name is Stephanie. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are not, welcome back. I've got a couple of super delicious recipes for you guys and a couple of good dinner ideas. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm making this week for you guys is chicken cacciatore, or my weeknight take on chicken cacciatore. I have made this in the Instant Pot, which was good too, but this was just seems like a quick and easy thing for me to do. And it really came together super delicious, super quick and easy, which is something that I love. So I'll show you guys how I made it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cook up my chicken and my veggies here. I'm going to season them up as well. You guys know, if you've been around here for a while, I am super heavy on seasoning. It's always to taste, you guys. I really don't like putting breaks or putting too much of a green light for you guys for seasoning. If you don't like to season a lot, totally up to you. I am definitely a big fan of seasoning. So I put pretty much around a tablespoon of seasoning in this dish for each of the spices that I had on my little board. But again, totally up to you. Your kitchen, your rules. If you don't like Italian seasoning, omit it. If you don't like onions, you know, the whole spiel. Just do whatever makes you happy. This makes me happy. So as you see, I just put my garlic in there. I'm getting all that cooked down. And then that's pretty much it. I'm just going to add my tomato sauce in there, my jar of tomato sauce. And I'm going to let that cook together and let all those flavors get to know each other in the pot a little bit. And I'll go ahead and, of course, boil my spaghetti up at this point. Alright, so I've just let this simmer for about 20 minutes, maybe 15. And I gave it a turn of the pan with some heavy whipping cream. My pasta's done. I'm not even going to drain it. I'm just going to go ahead and add it straight to the pan. That pasta water is going to go ahead and season the dish even further. And I think that it'll bring a really good thickness to the sauce, and it's just going to be perfect. You guys, I just can't even tell you how delicious this was. It was amazing. It warmed up awesome for lunch the next day. This was just such a great dish, and I'm glad that I made it. It was so, so good. So I have made these before, and so I'll link the video below. These are kind of like Salisbury steaks, but French onion Salisbury steaks. They are so darn good, you guys. Oh my gosh. Definitely check that recipe out below. You guys are going to love it. So this night was game night. I just had some snacks out for dinner, just a little cheese board and veggie tray, and it was super delicious. No real recipe there though. Alright, so I thought I would show you guys a little bit of what I'm doing right now. I didn't really plan this one to show you, but I figured I would anyways because it's actually really cool meal prep wise. If you want to get a lunch that's completely different from the dinner. I'm making empanadas and picadillo. So these are two different dishes, but it has kind of the same meat mixture situation. So what I've got is 2 pounds of lean ground beef going down here in the pan, and I've seasoned it up with a packet of this sazon by Goya. So that's what's in there, and that's it because that's super flavorful. And then we're going to be adding in our sofrito. I'm just going to get this browned up. Once it is browned, I'm going to be adding in my onions. I chopped up 1 small red onion and then a whole lot of garlic. This is probably about 10 cloves of garlic that I've just kind of rough chopped here, as long as I get that garlic flavor in there. So that's all I'm going to do is brown this up and then add in my onions and garlic. And once that's all cooked down, my sofrito, and I'll show you guys what else I do. So basically I'm going to make, this is the meat mixture for the empanadas. But I also made some rice here so that for lunch tomorrow, I can just put the meat picadillo style and just put it over rice, and we can have that for lunch after having the empanadas for dinner. And I know my stovetop is dirty. I apologize. Alright, so I have decided to add in another packet of the seasoning because the meat isn't the color that I want it to be. But I am cooking it down. I'm chopping it constantly because I want it to be in small pieces. I don't want any big chunks in the empanadas. I just want it to be all kind of a smoother ground beef consistency. So I'm just going to keep mixing this around. It's all cooked, so I'm going to add in my onions, and then I'll add in my garlic as well. Okay, so this is the finished picadillo. I will serve this over rice for lunch. I would put this in empanadas once it's cooled a little bit and fry them in oil. I did lose that footage. I just have this little thing that I posted on Instagram to show you guys what it looks like. These are so good, so I definitely will be making another video on how to make them. They're delicious. I know everyone will love them. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me this week. I hope you got some delicious dinner inspiration. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which meal you would like to try. I hope all of you have a blessed and super awesome week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!